Every system relies on structure. Routes are mapped, rooms are numbered, files are cataloged. Nothing exists without being logged first, or at least that's how it's supposed to work. But across transport networks, hospitals, government buildings, prisons, and police archives, there are documented locations and records that appear on official systems, yet cannot be physically accessed, located, or explained. They are not hidden by conspiracy. They are hidden by procedure. Let's start with the roots. In 2006, a transport auditor reviewing historical rail data in the UK noticed something strange. Several scheduled train routes appeared consistently across decades of records, complete with timestamps, maintenance logs, and staffing allocations. But those routes never existed. Not closed, not decommissioned. They were never built. Engineers confirmed that tracks had never been laid. The terrain made construction impossible. Yet payroll records showed conductors assigned to those routes for years. Retired rail employees remembered working them. They described stations with no modern equivalent, platforms without signage, journeys that began and ended nowhere, found on current maps. The routes were quietly removed from schedules. No explanation was given. Then there are the rooms. Hospitals are among the most documented buildings in the world. Every room is tracked for hygiene, liability, and safety. Yet multiple hospitals across Europe and North America list rooms that no longer exist, but remain active in their systems. One hospital in Germany recorded room 5B as permanently occupied for over 12 years. No patient name, no physician, no discharge. Maintenance staff couldn't locate the room. Floor plans skipped from 5A to 5C, but equipment logs showed machines serviced in 5B. Power usage was recorded. Temperature data fluctuated. Attempts to delete the room failed. It was linked to archived patient files that could not be opened. The room exists digitally. It does not exist physically. Prisons show similar anomalies. Audits uncovered cells marked in use that cannot be accessed. Doors welded shut. Corridors removed. Entire wings closed. Yet logs show meals delivered. Movement checks, night counts. Guards reported sounds behind sealed walls, coughing, tapping, and were told those sections were inactive. One officer was reprimanded for attempting to open a door that blueprints later claimed never existed. The door stayed. The blueprint changed. Then there are the files. Police evidence systems are designed to prevent undocumented material, except some files have no origin. In 2018, an audit flagged police cases marked resolved, complete with suspects and evidence lists. But no crime reports existed, no calls, no victims, no incidents. Some files included photos of locations officers didn't recognize. Others listed witnesses who could not be identified anywhere else. One suspect name belonged to a man declared dead 5 years earlier. The files were quarantined. Weeks later, the folder was empty. No deletion logs existed. Transport systems show similar gaps. Drivers report routes on internal navigation systems that lead to dead ends or sealed tunnels. Yet mileage logs continue beyond those points. One delivery driver lost 40 minutes every night. Time recorded, but impossible to reconstruct. The route was later optimized. The missing time remained. Government buildings may be the most unsettling. Archived floor plans show rooms that no longer exist. Offices, conference rooms, storage areas. Security badges still register access. Cameras show employees swiping into blank walls. When reviewed later, the footage is missing. Not corrupted, missing. Employees who raise concerns hear the same response. It's an old system issue, except the systems are live. Here's the pattern. These anomalies are never found by outsiders. They appear during internal audits, when systems examine themselves. And every time, the response is identical. The anomaly is removed, not corrected, removed. Routes deleted, rooms renumbered, files sealed. The system doesn't ask why the inconsistency exists. It only ensures it won't be seen again. Some researchers call this bureaucratic self-defense, systems too rigid to handle contradictions. Others suggest something darker, that these routes, rooms, and files don't belong to the present, that they are placeholders. This theory grew after a civil servant discovered a file with his own signature, dated 3 years in the future. It approved a facility he had never visited. 2 years later, he was assigned to oversee its opening. The file vanished before he could retrieve it. Officials blamed a formatting error. But formatting errors don't create approval chains. The truth is simple. Modern systems don't just record reality, they define it. And when reality doesn't fit cleanly, the system doesn't adapt. It edits the record. So if a route exists on paper but not on land, if a room consumes power but has no door, if a file describes events no one remembers, the problem isn't that they exist, it's that they were noticed. And once noticed, they must disappear. Because a system that admits impossible spaces exist, admits it doesn't fully understand the world it controls. Follow for part 2.